Welcome back to another Jay's Collective video, and today we are moving on with another 2-pack from the Marvel Legends Infinity Saga line, and this one is from Avengers Endgame, and it has Captain Marvel in her new outfit and Rescue. We actually got Rescue before in the line, I just haven't reviewed that version yet. Anyway, with that down, let's take a look at the package. Taking a look at the package, we get the Legends logo in the corner right here, the Avengers Endgame logo right there. We get a look at our two characters in the box with all their accessories. We got the Infinity Saga logo down there, and we got the titles of each character kind of at the bottom right here. Taking a look at the side, we get a look at characters once again, like we've been seeing throughout the Infinity Saga reviews. Taking a look at the back, we get a look at their bios and, of course, the Avengers Endgame poster. And if you'll notice, it has Iron Man's helmet on. I noticed ever since kind of like Robert Downey Jr. left the MCU, they started putting the helmets on any poster where it originally showed his face and everything. So that's just something I noticed. So anyway, just thought I'd put it out there. Anyway, taking a look at this side here, we get another shot of some characters. And taking a look at the top, we get the Avengers Endgame logo once more. So yeah, that's a look at the package. Let's now take a look at them inside the plastic tray. Here's what they look like inside the tray. We get quite a bit of accessories for Rescue here, and then we also get another little gauntlet, nano gauntlet. And so yeah, we got Captain Marvel right here with her accessories, I think. So yeah, that's a look at what they look like in the tray. Let's now take a look at each one of those accessories. Okay, so for accessories, we get two, actually we get a couple different hands. We get these hands are a bit flatter right here. They're just kind of blue. And this is for Captain Marvel. Now her hands, I believe, in the movie for the final battle were fingerless, but these are just all one color. So yeah, we just get these blue hands. So yeah, just extra pair of hands. We want to switch them out, so that's a look at those accessories. Let's now take a look at the other set of hands. And here are the other set of hands. These are not like hands you can hold stuff with, but the fingers are a bit bent a bit more. I'm not quite sure how well you can tell there, but yeah, now these hands feel a bit different than the ones I just showed. There's like a bit more of a bump on the knuckles here for some reason compared to this one right here. So yeah, I'm not quite sure why Captain Marvel gets technically 3 sets of hands because the one's on her, but I honestly kind of thought at first these were Rescue's hands, but yeah, I wish maybe she got some power effects instead of extra hands. But anyway, these hands just confuse me, and who knows, these still may be for Rescue, but from what we could find, it looked like these are also Captain Marvel's and everything. So anyway, that's a look at Captain Marvel's accessories. Let us look at Rescue's accessories, and there's a lot. Alright, so up first here we got the Power Blast, or Unibeam, or not Unibeam, but the Repulsor Blast pieces, although she doesn't have anywhere to put these in, so maybe these are for her feet. Thrusters, but anyway, they're just the same pieces we have seen for Iron Man over and over again. They're just kind of like soft blue plastic. The spikes are a bit spiky on the end here, but yeah, we have seen these before, so now let's move on to the next accessory. Okay, so next up we get this kind of like wing piece. It's not really a wing, but it's like some armor, I guess, weapon sort of deal. It's kind of her navy blue or dark blue color for the back of it, but on this side we have a couple blue dots spread throughout the this piece right here. And you're supposed to attach this to one of her backpacks. Now, it's actually quite difficult to attach that, and I'll kind of talk about that here in a moment, but you do get 2 of these right here. But yeah, it took me forever, and I had help to figure out what these are. I'm still not quite sure what these are supposed to be, but they are part of her accessories and everything. So yeah, if you know a bit more about these things, let me know in the comments below. So anyway, with that, let's take a look at those head sculpts. So up first, we got her, I guess, mask head sculpt, where she has her rescue mask and everything. She has kind of like a gold helmet, or not helmet, but like faceplate, and then the rest of the helmet here is kind of like that navy blue color for the rest of her. You get like a little gold, I think, that comes out like right around the cheekbone right there. So you have that, and I think there's like a little silver outline throughout the mask and everything. So yeah, it's nice to get one of these, and obviously she was going to get one given she's wearing an Iron Man suit. But anyway, let's take a look at her faceplate up though. And here we have her head sculpt with the faceplate up. This kind of reminds you of the, I guess, classic Iron Man suits from the MCU, where his faceplate always went up before the nanotech. And so yeah, you gotta look at Gwyneth Paltrow's, I think that's how you say her name, Gwyneth Paltrow's head in there. So you have that, and then on top here you get the mask up and everything. So yeah, now honestly, I thought these are the only 2 heads we got in the the pack, which I guess was okay, but as we'll take a look at Rescue here in a little bit, you'll realize we get a fully unmasked head sculpt, which I actually really appreciate. So, yeah, we got one more accessory. Actually, we got two more. We got the backpack and then the nano gauntlet. So let's take a look at the backpack. All right, so here we have the backpack for Rescue, the open version. You got a peg right here because you were able to port it into the back and everything. For this side, it's basically all one color, which is kind of like that bluish color her armor is. And then on top here, we got these open like pieces right here. They don't really move at all, but you have blue and gold kind of like right here, gold right there, and then blue for the rest of that. And it's kind of cool because I have some details on here. So this one says Rescue. I hope it's in shot. So you have that, and then right here it says 0049. So those are really cool details. I'm happy they added. And right here you got that blue and gold once again. And then on this side right here, you have some silver kind of for the back of the backpack and some kind of grayish color. Now, when I was talking about earlier with those like little extra pieces that are able to pour in that I said were kind of difficult, you are able to open this up, I think. See, I can't remember how to open this. There we go. So you're able to open up like so, and then you're somehow able supposed to take this off, twist it off, and then port those in. I'm still not quite sure how to do it, and but that's how you're supposed to put those things in. But it is kind of difficult. See if I can find. There we go. That's how you open that other one. So yeah, you're somehow able to put those pieces in. Let me grab it real quick. I think it's here's one right here. So yeah, so it's this piece I was talking about earlier, but yeah. Anyway, that's a look at the backpack and everything. So yeah, without further ado, let's move on to the nano gauntlet. And finally, we got the nano gauntlet. It's a lot smaller than the one that was with the Iron Man Mark 85 and the Bro Thor Build-A-Figure wave. But anyway, I think it's supposed to be the giant one that could fit Hulk and Thanos, but obviously it's kind of tiny, so you can't really put this one on their hands. But it's the thought that counts, I guess. Anyway. You do have some probably paint missing throughout this compared to the other one, I think. But you do have the stones on this side, which are nice. And you do get that little gray splash of paint around the Mind Stone, which I do recall from the Marvel Legends prop sort of gauntlet. And I think from the other nano gauntlets. So, yeah. So anyway, that's a look at all the accessories. Let's now take a look at Captain Marvel first. Okay, so here we have Captain Marvel in her Endgame final battle kind of suit. She has a short hair here, kind of that blondish little brown mix throughout the hair there. So yeah, it's another Captain Marvel. I've done a lot of Captain Marvel reviews over the last week or so whenever I uploaded. And so, yeah. I actually kind of like this one a bit more than the other suit for some reason. I don't know why, just something about it. But that's a look at the head sculpt there. And I'll take a look at the body and some of the details. For the torso here, she does have that gold star in the middle of her body and some gold lines kind of around it. And those gold lines do kind of go to the back here. So yeah, that right there. It's in blue on the back on this part of her torso. And the lower half of her torso has some red and blue kind of down there. And then same for this side. It has that red and blue right above this kind of like scarf belt thing, which we'll get to in one moment. And so, yeah, you got that. And for the arms here, and real quick, side note, it's really not about the detail, but when I first got this back in 2022, I got these a year later when they came out, but when I first got this, I was bending the arm, and this is one of my fears anytime I'm like handling with a Marvel Legends, or just any action figure, but this arm, I think, kind of cracked or broke somehow. I mean, it's still connected, but I don't think I'll be bending this one as much during the articulation segment. Just something about it being this far away from her like arm piece right here, it just something feels off. Let me know if it is supposed to do that, but I feel like it's kind of somewhat broken compared to this arm right here. So like if I bend this one a bit, it's not as bad. There's still that little gap right there, but it's not as bad. But anyway, that's just something I wanted to mention. So yeah. Anyway, back to the arms here. Take a look at the arms. We got the blue gloves, and these are fist, so not the most exciting, but I guess it's nice. And maybe that's why they gave us all those hand accessories. Again, we got blue for the rest of the arm here. If we lift the arm up here and we bend it the elbow a bit, see if I can get a shot. Right here, somewhere right here, there's some red just right underneath the arm piece right there. And there's red kind of like near the armpit area right there. And it should be mirrored for the other side, which we'll take a look at in one moment. She has these kind of blue shoulder pads on top and then some gold lines just kind of right below it. Same with this arm, that shoulder pad on top and gold lines. Blue for the arm, and then we have this red design kind of underneath her arm, although I'm not quite sure if this one's in shot, but again, I'm kind of nervous to move this arm too much. So anyway, let's look at that. Her body, or I guess her torso. Moving down to the scarf piece, it is loose. I'm not quite sure. Can you turn this, I wonder? I think it is returnable, so you can do that, but it's just kind of like a blue color with some gold, little lines, I think, spread throughout that as well. So you have that, and it's kind of like a soft rubber, so you're able to kind of bend it and everything. Moving down to the legs here, you do have some blue and red on top of her like thighs area right there. I can kind of see a bit more now with the camera and everything. But you have that, and then the boots here are also blue, and on the side there's like a little gold trim on the side of the boot, but that's it. It doesn't even go all the way around. Same right here. And then the back of her legs have that kind of red and blue design on the upper half, like the front here. So yeah, that's a look at Captain Marvel. And I guess real quick, let's look at articulation. Okay, so taking a look at articulation for Captain Marvel, we can move her head around 360 degrees like so. She can bend her head side to side just a little bit, and she looks that far down and that far up. So not much, but a decent amount there. You can turn her arm around 360 degrees like that, pull out that far, bend at the elbow, twist at the hand, and I think she does have some wrist articulation. Yeah, she has a little bit of wrist articulation there. So you have that. And then this arm, I gotta be careful because of that part I was talking about, but you can pull it out that far. You can bend at the elbow like so, just a little bit, and twist at the hand, and there is some wrist articulation for that hand as well. But anyway, I don't want to mess with that arm too much. You can turn her at the waist like so. You can bend that far down with the ab crunch and bend that far back like so. Does she go side to side? She does go side to side just a little bit. So you have that. And then you can kick up that far with the leg, bend the knee down like so, bend the foot down like so, and then bend it up like that. So you have that, and I think it does go side to side. And then for this leg, you can kick up that far, bend the knee in like so, bend the foot, and bend it back up like that. And it does go side to side. And then she can do splits like so. So anyway, that's a look at Captain Marvel's articulation. Let's now move on to rescue. And next up, we have Pepper Potts here. And I gotta say, I know I said it earlier, but I am really happy they gave us the civilian head for Pepper Potts. I actually think they did a really good job nailing the hair, the ponytail, and then the face and everything. And this will go nicely with Tony Stark, who did come out in a 2-pack with Thanos during the time these original Infinity Saga characters were released. And that Tony Stark came with the nano gauntlet he used to snap his finger. So it's really nice that you can recreate maybe their final moments together. And so, yeah, I'm just really happy they gave this head. Like I said earlier, I was just really surprised because I kind of forgot it came with it. But anyway, that's enough of the head. I just really like how it turned out and that we got it. Moving to the torso for Pepper Potts here. You got the white arc reactor right here in the middle, and then you got the kind of bluish armor design for the rescue armor with some gold and silvers kind of around the arc reactor right there. And then right here for the lower waist, you got some kind of gold lines right there and some blue underneath. I will say this also, there was a rescue that was released in the Avengers Endgame Wave 2 wave, which I have not reviewed yet. So I don't know if this one's better or if there's really no difference at all. I haven't reviewed that other one yet, but I just thought I'd let you all know there is another rescue. So, I don't know, maybe I'll use this rescue to have, like, the head sculpt on, and then the other one could be the armor with the power effects and the backpack and everything. Anyway, back to the review. For the shoulder pads here, there's blue on top, and there's, like, a little silver V kind of right here on the this side of the arm right there. And then moving down for the rest of our arms, kind of basically all one color, basically, except for down here. You got this, like, arm piece right here that goes over a hand, and you have like a little silver trim right here at the edge and a little silver band right somewhere right there and kind of close to the hand area. And it should be the same for this arm right here with the blue shoulder pad, the little silver design on the arm right there, and then the blue kind of like arm piece with the silver band around the bottom here, and then silver trim on the edge, and then the blue hands, which I don't know, I may switch out these hands for the ones I said that were curved. I don't know, just we'll see. Moving to the back here, if I turn it this way, you got the backpack, which is closed up, but they do keep those same designs, details on here. So you have the title Rescue, and then you have 0049, which I assume this was the 49 suit, so right before the Mark 50 suit that he wore in Infinity War. Tony Stark, of course. But you have that gold and blue design. So again, I'm really happy they stuck with the details and kept it consistent and everything. So that's nice. Moving down to the legs here, you do have some silver on the outside of the thighs here and some gold on the inside of the thighs. And then the rest of the legs, kind of like a blue color. It's going to be the same right here, where you have gold on the inside right there and some silver on this side and some blue for the upper thigh area. And then moving down, blue knee pads with some gold trims on the bottom of those knee pads. If I bend it like so, I think we can get a better look so y'all can see there. So you have that. And then for the rest of the boot here, or the leg, it's all one color. So you have that blue color, the dark navy blue and everything. So, yeah, overall, I'm really happy with how Rescue turned out. I did not think I would like this one as much. I mean, I thought it would be a good character to have in the collection, but I'm really happy with how this one came out. All the accessories and everything. I do wish Captain Marvel got some other accessories instead of hand, because as Rescue has all these. And I guess the Nano Gauntlet can go to Captain Marvel. But, yeah. That's a look at Rescue. Let's now take a look at Articulation. Taking a look at Articulation, you can turn her head around 360 degrees, and that ponytail is short enough where it does go over the backpack and it doesn't get stuck. You can bend her head. Really? Actually, not at all. Yeah, her head doesn't bend and doesn't really go side to side, so that's something I just noticed. But anyway, like I said, you can turn 360 degrees like so. You can turn her arm around 360 degrees like so. You can pull her arm out that far. Bend the elbow in like so. Twist at the hand, kind of. It does get stuck on that piece above her hand, but it is possible. And there's a little wrist articulation inside of there, so that's nice. And her arm does turn basically at the whole arm joint before, right by the shoulder pad. So we can get that back. There we go. And it should be mirrored for this hand right here, or arm. Pull it out that far. Can turn around 360 degrees like so. And then you can move the wrist down and everything, and then turn around if you want. And you can bend the elbow in like so. Does she turn? She does turn at the waist. And then you can bend her ab crunch that far, and it goes back that far. So it's not a lot, but you do have that. You can kick up that far. You can bend the leg in like so. Bend the foot down that far, and bend the foot upwards, maybe. See. Okay, there we go. It's kind of hard. It's a little stiff, but you are able to do that. And then kick up that far with this leg. Bend the knee in like so. And bend the foot like so. And bend it up that far. So you have that. Then you can have her do the splits like so. So, yeah. So that's a look at Rescue's articulation. Now let me get them in some poses, and we'll take a look at my final thoughts. And there you go. That is my review of Captain Marvel and Rescue from the Marvel Legends line from the Infinity Saga. So overall, I think it was a decent 2-pack. I have Captain Marvel punching and punching pose, and then I have Rescue just standing there, which for me, it worked. I know she's just literally standing there, but I am just imagining when she's walking up to kind of like say goodbye to Tony Stark in those final moments. But, yeah, I do wish Captain Marvel came with some other accessories, maybe some power effects, but Rescue had a bunch, which I really, enjoyed. So, yeah, we have one more Infinity Saga video review coming out, which should be this Saturday. It's Surtur. So, yeah, I want to thank y'all for making it to the end of the video if you are still here. So, yeah, with that, I hope you all have a good rest of your day, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. Take care.